Someone said, and it looks like they were correct. I don't know if all of these have this. The sleeves are two different sleeve packs, and obviously, I mean, if you imagine that these sleeves are going to be like Yu-Gi-Oh size, I think you were sorely mistaken. A few days ago, I was tagged in a post on Twitter from someone that said that they found this Yu-Gi-Oh! Cube exclamation point at their local Target, and I noticed that this wasn't a mystery power item. It might look very similar, and obviously it is very similar to those products, but this is made by a different company, a company that we haven't opened stuff from in a while. So this is the Fairfield company, and I remember the Fairfield company because one of the things that I liked about that is that they had the Chaos Cube, and I thought that was a pretty decent value. But more importantly, this product and all of the Fairfield company's products seem to not so heavily go into the mystery aspect of this. So for example, this has 2 Yu-Gi-Oh foils, 2 Yu-Gi-Oh rares, 2 Yu-Gi-Oh booster packs, 30 cards, and 40 sleeves. But you can actually see some of the cards there, and then you can also see the booster packs you are getting. I think that in general, these booster packs in this particular cube are not very good. This was the only one that they had though, and I really wanted to open this for the channel because it's kind of a funny product. But just in general, I think when you can sort of take some of the mystery away from these products, it makes it a little better purchase. Because if you're buying this, if you're someone like me, you're like, okay, I know I'm getting a Duelist Pack Dimensional Guardians, I know I'm getting a Spirit Warriors. Now in this case, neither of those products are actually worth anything, but it's just, I don't know, I can respect a company that's actually showing us the product that we're getting before we open the actual cube. Anyway though, let's just jump right in with opening this. I think I'm gonna have to grab a knife for that though. Okay, that was a little bit more difficult than I initially expected it to be. So, some of the things, oh my gosh. Okay, so the funny thing about this, and I posted this on Twitter, and it's like, what is this? And someone mentioned that the 40 sleeves they got were not, well, it wasn't like one pack of 40 sleeves. Now, most sleeves comes in packs of 50 or 60 or even 80 sometimes. But as far as Yu-Gi-Oh! Sleeve size go, you have like 50 or 60. And someone said, and it looks like they were correct, I don't know if all of these have this, the sleeves are two different sleeve packs, and obviously, I mean, if you imagine that these sleeves are going to be like Yu-Gi-Oh size, I think you were sorely mistaken. But we have here, what are these even from? Because the bag itself isn't, there's not like a bunch of extra space. Like if you open like 60 sleeves, took out 40 of them, and then shipped it in a cube like this, you'd have a lot of empty space. So what is this from? I can't. Whatever. It's funny, right? Like, there's not a structure deck in here, so it's not like they're really like advertising that this cube is supposed to help you like have a structure deck. But I still find this hilarious that they put like two just sleeves, two completely different colors in 20 count that aren't Yu-Gi-Oh size, and that's the sleeves that are advertised. Fairfield company maybe is not giving out the best quality products compared to that Chaos Cube from a while ago. I'll put the little bulk cards aside. I mean, obviously they're not technically bulk, but I think we can pretty much assume that they are. I seem to have lost a pack somewhere. Oh my gosh, it's like, I was like, where did this pack go? It was stuck to the inside of that side. Okay, so if we look on this, well, we can look on this side. So we have the two, well, it just says 40 sleeves, right? It doesn't advertise, because I think a lot less people would buy this if it said like two packs of 20 sleeves. Like, that doesn't make any sense. So we have the 40 sleeves. We have presumably in this pile we have the 2 foils, the 2 rares, and the 30 cards. As always with these, star foils usually end up being what the foils are, but not necessarily. And then also we have the 2 booster packs. That's everything. This thing was what, $15? Yeah, $14.99. So judging so far, I would say, yeah, you probably should not buy this product unless we get some ridiculous pulls out of the random cards they inserted, which is pretty unlikely. This is pretty likely to be a minus in price. Anyway, we will open the Spirit Warriors. So we have Photon Veil, Magical Musket, Fiendish Deal, which Magical Musketeers, they just got some support in the OSG. Really, really powerful Link monster. Legendary 6 Samurai Shinai, I don't know. Shadow of the 6 Samurai Shien. In Secret Six Samurai Fuma, I don't know if this card is valuable anymore, but this card was kind of hyped for a little bit. There was a pretty crazy Six Samurai guy that was topping a couple events or getting close to topping a couple of regional qualifiers. I remember that I saw a couple profiles from him on Team Samurai's channel, but I don't think this thing's valuable anymore. Six Samurais actually did top a few regionals a couple months ago before Firewall was banned. They had a pretty interesting combo to make Rongo Bongo, which is a pretty crazy, scary card, but nowadays you have Dark Warriors and they can just do that better. The big thing that hurt Six Samurais was MX Saber Invoker being banned, I think. So for this one, which is Duelist Pack, what is this one? Dimensional Guardians. We have oh, this is printed as a rare. That's so weird looking. So we have Scarlight Red Dragon Archfiend as a rare. It is so weird seeing cards that I like usually only see as like ultimates and ghost rares as rares. That's so strange looking, but okay. And then we pulled a Speedroid Domino Butterfly, which I think, yeah, that's actually like one of the highest rarity pulls we could pull. Actually, the highest rarity card, because this is not a set with all holographic cards. It's not even a card with a guaranteed holographic card at all. We pulled an ultra rare. So, Speedroid Domino Butterfly. It says, you cannot pendulum summon monsters except wind monsters. This effect cannot be negated. You can discard one wind monster, then target one banished wind monster, add it to your hand. Okay, that's pretty decent. And then can't be used as synchro material except for the synchro summon of a wind, dragon, or machine type synchro monster. If this card special summon from extra deck is used as used as material for a synchro summon, banish it. I don't know, pretty interesting. Speedroid's obviously they're kind of tough right now to play with only one Terra top. They're kind of caught in the crossfire there. Then we have Red Mirror, Chain Resonator. Those resonators are pretty cool. And Cypher Spectrum, which is ripping off an album cover, which is kind of funny. I don't know how Konami... I guess it's just kind of like a pop culture icon, so you can't just get sued for slightly paying homage to it. Put all those out there. Okay, so now that we got those already, I can just show you. I'm sure someone will comment like, how do you know that these aren't Yu-Gi-Oh sets? Well, you can just look at them. But just in case you don't believe me, what even are these, by the way? These aren't even like Ultra Pros. These are just like some of the worst sleeves ever. Oh man, Verifield Company, what happened to you? I can't even open it. Oh, there's the opening. So yeah, so we got our magic size. Like, God, that looks awful. Yeah, they're like they're not like the Ultra Pro Map. They're like some sort of knockoff version of Pro Mat. So like the cards just look like so bad. Because they're so like fuzzy when you put them in there. And then like no brand name at all. I don't even know who would sell sleeves in packs of like 20. But yeah, obviously if you use these sleeves at a tournament, everyone will laugh at you. So I highly recommend not doing that. Even using the official Yu-Gi-Oh like Konami sleeves would probably get you better results than using these ones. Obviously, you can't even use these ones because they don't even give you 40 full ones for an entire deck, and you can't play with two different sleeve colors. You wouldn't even use this on your extra deck because it'd just be so silly looking. But just in general, I think you'd actually be better off using the official sleeves, which is pretty rare because the official sleeves are admittedly pretty bad. Okay, so I don't know. Like, half these cards are backwards, half these cards are not backwards. I'd like to hold the holographic cards until like the end. What is this mess? Okay, I don't know. We'll just go through. I don't know where the holographic cards are going to be. So we have Super Quantal Elfin Strike. By the way, Super Quantums, they just got a whole bunch of support revealed. Pretty cool stuff. Oh, we actually have a good card. Well, good card. Altergeist Emel Telf. I played that a couple events. Miscellaneous Source. Now that's actually a good card. Okay. These are kind of like random sets though, because we got Flames of Destruction. We got Raging Tempest, Circuit Break. Got X-Saber Symphysis. Success Probability 0. What the heck? This was literally yesterday's thumbnail. What are the odds of that? Is it 0%? What the? That's so... I don't know why that's so funny to me. It's just like, I just can't believe, like, what are the odds of this card being used not only for yesterday's thumbnail, but also being pulled in this pack opening? That's pretty fun. This is like a really old card. This one looks not in the greatest condition. What says it's from? Shadows of Infinity. We have a Zodiac Sign, which is not a Zodiac. Well, it's a Zodiac support card, but it's not actually a Zodiac name. Tyndangel, Acute Cerberus, Heraldic Beast, Burner's Falcon. Wow, there's just a very interesting assortment of cards. Okay, so we have a rare, which I said there's 2 rares, 2 holos, which or 2 foils. They don't use holographic, they use foils, so we'll have to see. So we have Elemental Grace Doriado, cannot be normal summoned or set, must be special summoned from the hand by having 6 more monsters with different attributes in the graveyards. Gains attack and defense equal to the number. Okay, so it's just a very, very bad card. I mean, what is this even from? Surger Break again. I haven't seen that card. Well, I guess we can put that aside just so we keep track of our high-valued rares and foils. We have Artifact Aegis, Kirakuri Merchant, Model 177, and man, this card just came out in Duel Links. I don't think it's that good, but this was a cool card back in the day. That's another rare. And then, oh, I guess we are just getting... I guess we're getting more than... I thought we were just... I don't know what's happening. But we have 3 rares, not... I didn't misread that right. Let's take a look. No, it says 2 rares. Okay, so we got 1 extra rare, which definitely increases the value of this. Jokes aside. Gaga Guard. Battle Fusion, which is one of our foils, and it looks like both of them are actual foils, which is kind of cool. When an attack is declared involving a fusion monster you control an opponent's monster, that monster you control gains attack equal to the attack of the opponent's monster until the end of the damage step. Not the best card. And then we actually have a pretty decent card to include in these. This card did recently see a reprint. It was reprinted once as this rarity was the first print, and then it got reprinted as like a normal ultra rare. And yeah, this is actually probably one of the better cards. Like this, don't get me wrong, this card isn't super valuable. This card isn't super powerful, but it's a relatively decent card, and it's likely one of the better foils that they could randomly add to these cubes. So actually pretty cool. And then we have Shinobird Crate, Fiendish Chain, Dark Hole. Okay, what are these cards? These are like decent cards. These commons are the best part of this whole thing. I actually did not expect that at all. So you have Fiendish Chain, which isn't that good these days, but this card used to be a staple in a variety of decks. Dark Hole, always good card. Mystical Elf, I mean, not so much. Axe-Head Cannon, Stygian Streep Troll, very good card. Secret Blast, not that great. Old Vindictive Magician. There's just the weirdest assortment of cards. I don't understand it at all. We have Heretic Seal of Supremacy, Black Broncos, really good card in Battle Pack, Sakaratsu Armor. It looks like they have like someone's older collection. If you see cards like these ones, like seem like their older collection, and then like Old Vindictive Magician, Sakaratsu Armor. So there's like decent cards. Usually these are just like packed there. Another Dark Hole. Oh crap. That's pretty funny. Silent Doom, Sinister Yoshiro or whatever. Lucky Iron Ass, Perform Pal Second Donkey, Threatening Roar. Wow, Biscale. Man, there were like a whole bunch of like relatively like good cards in here. We have like this card is good. We have like all those Dark Holes. Like these cards are pretty cool. I'll even give Stygian Street Patrol and see that card's pretty good. We got Sakaratsu Armor, Dark Hole. Look at all these cards that were like legitimately like Oh, not Silent Doom. Sorry, Silent Doom, you're not that good. Look at all these cards that were like legitimately played. I never in a million years would have expected that the commons were the best part of this cube. Still, keeping that in mind, don't buy this cube. I didn't realize when I originally bought this, because I bought it before I posted it on Twitter, so I didn't see the comment until after I bought it. This whole sleeve mess is like clearly like a scam. I mean, obviously, it's not a scam in the sense that like they're false advertising, because it does say 40 sleeves, so it doesn't specify if it's the same color, it doesn't specify if they're Yu-Gi-Oh size, but this is just not a good product because of this. Oh man, this is so rough. If these sleeves were actual Yu-Gi-Oh size like sleeves from like Ultra Pro, even like the $2 or $3 pack, this would be close to a good product as far as these like secondary market products go. But because these sleeves are just so garbage, it makes the product pretty much trash. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed today's pack opening video of this Yu-Gi-Oh cube. No, we are not a Yu-Gi-Oh pack opening channel this year, but I still wanted to open this fun, unique product on the channel. I'll see you guys later though. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.